In this first simulation of money operating in an economy, I will be using some terminology that may not be familiar to some viewers. So my first goal is to introduce these terms. If the meaning of this initial data graph is obvious, then by all means skip forward. The format is that of a graph. Not a chart type of graph, but a data structure graph which consists of vertices or nodes connected by edges. This format will become very useful in future videos as the situation becomes more complex. In this first image, we see four colored circles which are the vertices. They are distinguished from each other by their unique color. Some of these vertices are connected by edges and others are not connected. Each of the vertices has a label attached to it in the form of a vector consisting of 4 numbers. Each of the edges has a number attached, which is a weight. A concrete interpretation of the situation is as follows. The 4 vertices represent 4 gardeners. The names of these gardeners are red, blue, magenta, and yellow. The edges, that is, the connecting lines between vertices, indicate who knows whom. In this situation, red knows blue and magenta. So blue knows red, but only knows magenta through red, not directly. Yellow does not know anybody in this system. The weights on the edges indicate how much confidence these gardeners have in each other. In this case, red has more confidence in blue's ability to grow things and pay debts than in magenta. Yellow does not trust anybody. Each of the gardeners grows 4 different crops: beans, potatoes, tomatoes, and squash. At any moment in time, each gardener makes sure to have enough of each crop in store for their own personal needs. From time to time, each may have a surplus of one or more of the crops or a need for some seed. The label on a vertex that indicates 1, -1, 0, 0 shows that this gardener has a surplus of 1 unit of beans, a deficit, that is looking for 1 unit of potatoes, and has sufficient stores for personal use of tomatoes and squash, but no surplus of these last 2 available for trade. The first graph indicates the initial situation. All 3 gardeners have enough of tomatoes and squash for their own purposes, but some have a surplus or are looking for beans and potatoes. The following is a series of events which simulate the use of personal money to effect a trade. Red and yellow both need beans. Because yellow does not have any contact with other gardeners, yellow has no opportunities for trade. Red knows that both magenta and blue have surplus beans ready for trade, but because red has more confidence in blue than in magenta, red approaches blue and offers a personal money in exchange for the seed beans needed. The personal money is a promissory note and is attached to the label for that vertex. The promissory note indicates B1R, that is, beans 1 unit signed by R or red. Blue is willing to take the risk and accepts the note and hands over the beans. We now adjust the quantities and the growing season begins. Red is successful and turns the 1 unit of beans into a surplus inventory of 10 units by force of hard work and application of skills. At the end of the season, Blue presents the B1R note, and Red accepts the note back and hands over one of the 10 units of beans. We now readjust quantities to present the new situation. So as a final challenge for the viewer, it is clear that Blue needs potatoes and Magenta has potatoes ready for trade. Blue could have offered Red's promissory note in exchange for Magenta's potatoes, but did not do so. Why did Blue not attempt the trade?